Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Eurosales 4 for Italy. In the last episode we were trying to clean up some of our religious issues, and that is going to continue because it's been a few days since I recorded last, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, we're up to 64%. My memory must be bad because I was pretty sure it was about 6%, but it's better than that. We're actually doing okay, which is pretty nice. Let's take a look at the religion just to remind me as well as anyone just coming in. So we got a couple of ones that are still Catholic. Looks like we have Reformed here. Oh, it looks like a number of these are Reformed. And I'm going to guess that these all have, what is it, the religious fever, oh, zeal, religious zeal. Zeal makes more sense. Which makes it basically impossible to convert these countries until such time as they don't have that. Which is fine for now. How about down here? Oh, these are all Sunni still. Not entirely unsurprising, but I am 12% towards converting this country, which is really nice. Okay. Oh, and it looks like I'm looking here as well at 30%. So we're making good progress on the religious front. Not bad for not having the religious ideals. Sometimes converting places can be very tricky. So let's take a look at what we got. We're losing innovation because our tech is behind. So we'll want to get on top of that. Innovation is very nice for giving you some bonuses like less army and navy decay, more power costs. Oh yeah, so spending power and stuff like that. What else do we got? We have we only have one advisor right now giving us a bonus power, but we don't really have the economy to support anymore. Our economy is being hit probably by the missionaries we have out there. Yeah, mine is 13.84 gold per month to fund the missionaries out there, probably because they're working down here, which it's always hard to change religions of that country. Or really any of the countries down here. What else do we got going? We have a lot of money built up. We're going to hang on to that until we've converted a few more places, I think. We do appear to be at peace. How is our aggressive expansion going? Because, you know, we don't want to be at peace too long. We have Italy to create. Wrong tab. I went diplomatic. Let's see. The Papal States at 29, still pretty grumpy with us. Florence is doing better. Genoa is doing better. So we're actually doing pretty decent on all of this. Looks like the Ottomans don't care for us. Minus 81. Egypt, minus 90. So this is kind of, I think I talked about it in the beginning, this is kind of what I was talking about, where if we get enough distance, we can we make these people angry. Now we'll come back and we'll make these people angry, and then maybe later we'll come back and take these people angry. I don't want too much territory over here, as I'm sure I've talked about a few times. I just want a sizable enough chunk of the Alexandria trade node that I can forward it into my area. What are we doing here? Aragon still has most of this. Well, we have 25. Aragon has 30. That's not bad. So we're getting 30% of the money that flows in there. Let's take a peek. I can't send... I must have done something with them recently. So I could attack the Papal States, which would require going to war with Australia, Aragon, and Venice. Oof. Is Aragon independent again? Wait. Also, I'm kind of surprised this isn't Spain yet. They are independent. Interesting. I could be losing my mind, but I'm pretty sure that these guys were in a union at one point or another. Well, that's fine. I also seem to recall Switzerland was a great place to attack. Austria and Ravensburg must be, oh, it's that little tiny country right there. So out of curiosity, Provence would help us, which Austria is probably probably pretty angry. But let's take a peek. It's been a while since we've looked at what we need to form the Italian Empire. Or Italian nation. It's Roman Empire, but we're not doing that. The Roman Empire is like everything. Yeah. Massive amount of territory. We are just going for Italy. So we do need this country. So I could attack them and take these two, and then I have the uppermost. That would actually be fairly nice. I kind of assumed it was more territory than it was, but like if you look at the purple highlighted sections when I hover over this, it's kind of just up the middle a little bit. So I do need to go, I need to attack the Papal States again. I need to attack Florence. And I do need to attack Switzerland. And is that Venice? It looks like Switzerland is going to take that from them, which, okay. Out of curiosity, let's take a look at Austria. How scary are they? Because they're pretty much going to be in any war we do. Just sort by letters. They should be near the top, being A. Austria, 51,000 manpower, which is pretty good. 46,000 troops. So they are powerful. I pretty much need France involved to do anything against them. Oh, France is allied with you guys. That's still upsetting. And they're allied with Provence. So maybe betraying Provence later and attacking Provence. So when you have these giant alliances, it can become very difficult to attack places because it's like, well, if I attack here, I lose my ally France, I lose my ally Provence. They're both at war with me. It's a terrible war. So what you got to look for is a friend of theirs, like one of their allies, that isn't as powerful. Provence is not a good example because they are allied with France as well. So there's nothing for them right now. But hopefully down the line, they'll ally with someone else. And then you can use that to drag them into a war where there'll be less people in the war. You know, it's like attacking Austria straight. You know, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 different countries that would come to their aid. It's a massive war. But if I attack Switzerland, it's Switzerland and them, and then just this tiny little Ravensburg country. So it's much easier. So we gotta be clever with that stuff. Venice is getting swamped, which I find interesting. They're pretty weak at this point. Oh, they're allied with the Papal States. This might be, it's not specifically what I want. And I'm worried that Switzerland will take the one country I need. But what this would do is pull me into a war with the Papal States that doesn't have France. Was it France? No, it was Austria, Aragon. So I could do this and get the Papal State countries. And we know Venice is weak because they're currently being crushed. This is tempting. This was not my plan at all. I was planning to sit back and deal with religion stuff and have another peaceful time. It's like my manpower hasn't even recovered that much. And I mean, we all know how much me being incredibly aggressive gets me into trouble. But that is very tempting. Especially now I know I don't need quite so much. What was their other ally? The Knights, which is that little tiny island there. I don't want that in any ways. I only really wanted Cyprus, so we wouldn't take that. So what is that a part of? That is the Constantinople trade node. And that's the Ottomans' home base. We don't want that. They probably already want enough of our territory if we look at this. Oh no, they don't want any of our territory. Well, that's nice. It'd be sketchy if they did. Ottomans are not good people to mess with. And I could bring, coming back to this topic, I could bring France and Provence into the war. How many? I have exactly 10 favors with them. And I have 35 favors with Provence. It's 10 favors to pull them into war. I think I want to hang on to France for a bigger fight, but maybe I'll bring Provence into the war. Let's do that. Let's do this. And hope for forgiveness. My tech is probably slightly behind. 11, 11. Nope, we're equal. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go for it. We're going to bring Provence into the fight. And we're going to do some damage. What's our war goal? Mantuyu? I don't see it though. M-A-N-T-U-A. Oh, I am not typing in there, am I? M-A-N-T-U. Oh. Oh, right, I'm attacking Venice. I'm sorry, guys. That was silly. I wonder what happens if my war goal is taken out from under me. It could be interesting. Oh, the Papal States is sieging it back. Oh, that would be glorious if they siege it back and then I can step in. Let's do this. Actually, let's wait a bit. Wait, whoa. Oh, we're having religious turmoil. Gain unrest. Heretics. Going to war while my country is on the brink of civil war might not be the most brilliant thing in the world, but sometimes I'm not brilliant. We lost our military leader, which is unfortunate, but we'll just hire a new guy. He's okay. He's not great, but he'll do the job. I saw that we could grab an ideal and then it went away, which is interesting. But we really want the tech right now. Regardless. Losing a bunch of reasons to go to war. Peace treaty. They are at peace now, and they still have the country I right, but they've been beaten up a bunch. So let's do this and hope for forgiveness. We're gonna come straight here. This is almost certainly a terrible idea. But here we go. Come up here and just siege. Let's slow things down. How bad is my country's rebelliousness? It's not too bad. Not, you know, great, but it's not too bad. Get a claim. Yeah, no, we want to claim. Yeah. So our fleet is pushing up through the seas, catching a few of Venice's ships, and we're basically going to shove them back into their own country and siege everything. Oh, or we're going to lose this fight because they have a better admiral and more ships. Awkward. Okay, fine. Make a fool of me. I see how it is. Well, we're still going to conquer your cities and laugh at you. I could call France in. Do I want to just call France in and be safe? What is the troop distribution? 32,000 infantry, 11,000 cavalry, and 6,000 cannons. We significantly outdo them in troops, not in ships. Ships, they outdo us. It's okay, this will be a land fight. I'm still tempted to call France in and be safe. Because if we do this, we just win. There's no maybe, there's no on the fence, there's no if I mess up. But then we can't call France into a bigger war. No, we're gonna be patient. Just because I lost half my fleet, because I didn't see how many ships. Oh, I didn't think about the Papal States having ships. I was just thinking of Venice's. We'll lose the government reform process over stability, because right now our empire is not overly stable. Still waiting on tech because we want to catch up. What are they killing? Provence is killing them. Oh, yay, province. Oh, no, now they're losing. Well, you know, you guys did some good damage. That's great. Great. The Papal States has rebels. Because what I wanted was more troops to have to defeat. There's an interesting defensive strategy, actually, to having, like, being in a losing war and having lots of rebellions happen, because the rebels just get in the way. They muck things up. They take territory back from the attacker, and they do damage to the troops. So I've seen wars that should have been won get lost because rebels step in and cause trouble. We're just going to stomp this, actually. Not a great use of my troops, but I don't need it retaking things in the background. And we have enough money that we could bring in quite a few mercenaries if we need to win this. So we should actually be fine. I was like trying to do something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, we have those two. We have to take that fort, I think. Yeah. This fort, its area or zone of control is like everything it's touching. You can't walk through it. So, you know, that's inconvenient because we can't get to the enemy troops. And I had hoped to have the ocean so we could go around, but I lost that. So, okay, they've sieged down 2 of our cities, but that's okay. The less important ones. We could continue to convert, but that's a cost of 35 gold a month. And the other one's a cost of 5 gold a month. We can do the 5 gold one. I don't want to do the 35 gold one because if we need mercenaries, we need mercenaries. Where are you going with your army? Oh yeah, go siege that. Lose some troops. And I'll come crush you in a little bit. That absolutely works for me. Gonna have to watch our aggressive expansion though. I like it. Just, can you imagine if we get the Ottomans in a coalition with like Austria, who all hate me? Like, that's just, we lose. Out of curiosity, while we wait for this to go though, I just want a reminder of what we need. So we actually only need this city, and we do need that city from the Papal States. So we're not going to get everything we want from them. And to not be too greedy, we might just take 1 or 2. And then we'll take the rest later. It's interesting that they skipped taking back their own city and they went straight for Roma, which has a really good fort on it. So they're not, it's going to take them a while. So basically what's going to happen here, I'm going to have plenty of time to take this. We're going to march back around and we're going to catch their armies off guard. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode when we will continue this war.